Sherry and I have known each other for almost 11 years. We were in the same class in each phase of our education: primary school, middle school, and high school. We accompany each other in our youth. And I have always wondered, why were we assigned into the same class every time? Is this just a coincidence or the will of God? Well, personally, I don't have a strong religion faith. And coincidence may play a role, but it is not the main factor. Our long-lasting relationship has led me to a question. Is it a shared interest or the complementary interest that keep our friendship lasting? Friendship is hard to define. People have different definitions. Some might think in a utilitarian way, that they must benefit from this relationship. And some might think it is a relationship that is between you and those company you enjoy. So let us back to the very beginning of friendship. Its ancestor, social integration. In my sociology textbook, social integration is defined as a process which individuals are assimilated into different groups. People with different cultures and backgrounds are gathered by social integration. But it is hard for us to identify social integration at first. As we born in our family, we have already been assigned into a group, our original family. And when we grow up, depart from the original family, step into the society, we will form other groups based on our work experience or some habits. So how did those groups formed? I think we can focus on the resemblance of quality among people, values. People with the same values are brought together because of social integration. And once social integration is formed, social bond will be formed as well. A social bond is an interaction among two or more individuals, which is a building block of our society. And forming a social bond can be beneficial to our health. In the book Friendship and Psychology, the author points out that friendship is the single most important thing, affecting our psychological health and well-being. Spending time with friends can trigger the secretion of endorphins in our brain and thus make us happy. And if we look at some private cousins, we can also see that evolving a friendship can have a positive influence on our mental health. This conclusion was firstly approved by an observation 19 years ago. There was a social bamboo called Sylvia, who terrorized everyone and only went out with her daughter Sylvia. However, in an accident, her daughter was killed by a lion. At first, Sylvia experienced what could be only described as depression. However, she started to behave nicely and started to look for friends to get support. She began to groom other females in the bamboo society and to seek for help. This has led scientists to think about social relationships differently and ask, what has pushed this bee bamboo to seek for help? Biologically, bamboos experience a similar reaction as humans when they respond to environment, which delivers a sense of being tortured and galvanized by increasing level of a stress hormone called glucocorticoid. Bamboo can lower these stress hormone levels through making connection with others, and thus expand their social network. And after they lost their close companion. And after making the social bond with others, the bamboo Sylvia was able to reintegrate into our society and continue her life to produce more offspring. As a result, the scientist has concluded that one of the most important factors of the survival and reproduction success is the strengthening of social bond. Friendship is a type of social bond. It can be a social bond with mutual understanding, appreciation, and affinity. And common interests may bring you together, but it is the same value that ultimately determines the quality of your friendship. Friendship can give us a reciprocal influence on our lives. And we may prioritize our relationship with others. Like we may attach a higher importance to those who are related to us by blood, like our families and cousins. In an American TV show called Friends, 6 people were gathered at a coffee shop. I really like this show because it depicts some friends' comedic adventures and some career issues. But what I like the most are the understanding and support in their high-quality bond. I remember one scene from season 2. 6 people in France were arguing about their different views on consumption, and the atmosphere was deadlocked. And at the same time, Monica was informed that she was fired by her boss. And as others heard about this news, they immediately dropped what they were doing and came to comfort Monica. I was really touched by their relationship, the way they support each other. And the grief of being fired for Monica faded away because of the companionship of her friend. Forming a high-quality relationship can bring us positive influence. So how should we create those bonds? Well, my answer is we should invest in some strong relationships. It is like the process of investment. Keep your eyes on the stock. Here is friendship, and devote yourself into it. Are you living your life as positive as friendship matters the most? How do you prioritize your relationship with others? And when is the last time you stand your partner up when you have a ready branch to meet? Do you value and appreciate the friendship when you see it? And I think if we make friendship as a template of all our relationships, our life will be less mean. And this will tell us what joy in connection looks like and why it matters. So back to the question in the beginning. It is a common interest or the complementary interest that keep a friendship lasting. I would say neither of it. I think it is the same value and the mutual understanding among us that keep a friendship last and stable. And I think that is the reason why Sherry and I can be friends for such a long time. A sociology from UC Berkeley, Robert M. Bellah said in his well-published book, The Habit of Heart, all those things that strengthen our relationships between people, that give the sense that we need each other and we are responsible for each other are healthy at this point. Thank you for listening.